Okay, no problem. So in this exercise, what we're going to do is basically compare reporting entities, right? So we have to do a few things. Now I'm going to open a folder. Um, First of all, I've sent you an email which tells you, yeah, okay. So anything that says non-issuer, so for example, non-issuer, 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 no public. Okay, so these definitely are non-publics. Non-issuer means non-public, and then employee benefits plan not 11K and non-registered head funds. Okay, so those are also non-public. Just so that you know, because we are only going to deal with issue when we talk issuers, it means all public. Okay, when we talk non-issuers, means all non-public. Okay, so now for the purpose of reporting entities, the objective is to clean up the reporting entities in MAT. Okay. Now, how do we do that? Is we compare with, there are two lists that we already have. One is a public list, which is called the issuers list. This is from a different database, and it's this list. So these are the lists. So like this one, issuers list, which is the public one. Okay, and then we have the non-issuer list, which is the non-public one. Okay, and I think we call the independence entity is the non-issuer one. Okay, so just so that you know, it's the naming convention is not consistent. Issuers means public, and non-issuers is non-public, and it is this list. Independence. Issuers is this. So these are two independent lists that we have to compare against. All the MAT reporting entities are in this particular spreadsheet, which is entity reconciliation, and this is the spreadsheet that we have open. I have open. So you have three tables, right? Issuers, non-issuers, and MAT. And MAT has all of this master. Okay, right now I haven't filtered. I have just filtered on advanced auto parts, but it has a lot of entries. Okay. Now what we have to do is step one. We have to find out which reporting entities are on the issuers list and not in MAT. Which reporting entities are in the non-issuers list and not in MAT. Okay, I'll give you an example. So say for example, advanced auto parts. It's in the issuers list, which is the not the client name, the reporting entity name. Column D is reporting entity name. Okay, yeah. So advanced part auto wings. You check it's in the issuers list. You go in MAT and you check if it's there. Okay, so in this case it is there, so it's a match. Reporting and auto. Oh yes, it's a little bit. Yes, sorry. Yeah, I was coming to that. Yeah, that's a good point. So, in your report, you will, when you look, it's not going to be an exact match, right? So, you will flag this as an exception, saying it's not there in MAT. Okay? So, you will, meaning it's not there, but it should be this, which is this list, Advanced Auto Part Inc. So, in the spreadsheet, what we want is the differences. Now in this case, this closely resembles to this, right? Yeah, but sometimes it may just not be there. It may be a miss, like missing completely in there sometimes. Okay. So what we need is a list of such missing ones and also which are close match and should be updated in MAT. Like this one is a close match and in MAT, it needs to be updated to Advanced Auto Parts Inc. Correct. Now, one challenge is this master spreadsheet has every reporting entity repeats because it is at a service level. You don't have to do at the service level. All you need is a distinct of all the reporting entities to compare because we are just doing the completeness check. Correct? Like this, if it is advanced auto parts and there was one more advanced auto parts dot, then you would just need those two entries from at. You're not going to need like the repeat values. Okay, so that's a simple thing that we want to do. We want to do for both public and non-public. For this, compare D, and for non-public, let me see, I haven't opened up non-public. Okay, so here for non-public, okay, so in non-public you can filter out the publics like this. Do non-public and then just do copy paste and see. This is the name. This is the reporting entity name. Okay. Now one thing I want to say is, so when you when you run the SQL and you give me back the report, what I'm going to look at is such ones. Like say you say updated, or let's say you have one more entity. I'm just giving an example. XXX. This one is missing in MAT. See what I'm saying? So I'm going to look at these ones which need an update and those which are missing in MAT. Now, obviously, which is missing in MAT, you won't have it on this spreadsheet because it's not here. So in this spreadsheet, just give me what is needs to be updated. And then you run a separate SQL and you tell me, Swati, these 10 entities are missing in MAT for public and these 25 are missing in MAT for non-public. Okay. So that's all I need. Let's do public first, do the ones that are missing and do the ones that needs to be updated. And then we will switch to non-public. Okay. And if you see this 10K, voluntary filer, 11K, all these are public. She's just broken it down. So the master list contains all of them. Okay. Her idea, now we can even do VLOOKUPs in Excel. You don't have to do SQL. I don't know how comfortable you are doing VLOOKUPs. Do you prefer SQL more or VLOOKUPs? Okay, so then we'll do SQLs. So the thing is, what she wanted is, say, advanced auto parts, right? We update it over here. Automatically, it gets reflected over here. Because ultimately, what we want to do is, we want to have a database, or we want to have one spreadsheet which has all the reporting entities, public and non-public, like this master. We want to maintain that. Any updates we do to these subsheets should get reflected over here. Now, I don't know how we're going to do this because it's quite tough. So let's start first, and then towards second or third round, we will know where we are going, what works and doesn't work, and we'll change our process. Okay, but the objective is what we are doing. How we do it, how we show the results to Daniel, that is immaterial, whichever path we take. I'm open to any suggestions you have. Okay, but the objective is find out completeness check. What is in issuers list, not in MAT? What is in non-issuers list, not in MAT? And we have to do even vice versa. What is in MAT and not in the other two? Okay, but we'll get there later. There are many steps to this project, so we'll start first simple. Okay, and while you're doing this, you'll also find there'll be a lot of data which is not clean and stuff, because see, remember these spreadsheets Christian has created through SQLs. Okay, sometimes I think I have seen in the spreadsheet that the data is not correct. Like he copy paste he did. I don't know where I found out that instead of starting from here paste, he started from here. So the entity ID has service ID. All the columns have moved to right. Something has that. I don't know which one, but you will find out in the tables when you do the comparison. You'll know. Okay, so we'll start it with this way and then we'll move forward. Okay, any questions, Marco? Yes, ping me and we can talk. No worries. Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye.